Coming up next on Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, an all-access pass to the NCAA Women's College World Series. Go behind the scenes as the NCAA crowns a national champion at the USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. These lucky players got an invite to the MLB Breakthrough Series with coaching tips from some of the greats of the game. The world's greatest softball home run hitters take aim at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins. It's round 2 of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour, and the championship chase is on. And we're going to training camp with the USA Softball Junior Women's National Team, whose goal is to win gold this July at the WBSC Junior Women's World Championship. Get ready. Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, starts right now.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Softball 360. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. I'm your host, Jenny Finch, your guide to all things softball. Let's lead off with a recap of the MLB Breakthrough Series. It's an innovative event which helps promote softball as a viable college opportunity for underserved communities.
The base, we're going to break it down, and which way are we going to look at that? Left or right? Right, to see for what reason.
It's a one-of-a-kind experience. The chance to learn from some of the greats of the game.
Elbows in tight. Don't let the doubles get out.
We got to throw a runner out at home, and we're here, the ball's here. We got to close that gap as fast as we can, right? Go.
The MLB Softball Breakthrough Series helps these young players improve their game. But it's also designed to promote softball as a pathway to college for youth from underrepresented and underserved communities.
We are in Oklahoma City at the USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium, the home of softball. So amazing to bring these young girls in from all over the country just to give them an awesome 3 days of softball from some of the greatest softball players ever out here teaching the game. And most importantly too, yes, it's about the fundamentals of the game, but it's about life and about those lessons that they'll take with them way off the playing days.
The event is cost-free for participants who are selected by invitation. The program focuses on developing players on and off the field through seminars, mentorship, games, scout evaluations, video coverage, and the highest level of instruction.
This is where Team USA plays when we have the World Cup of Softball. So they're playing on the fields that a lot of athletes prior to them who happen to be here as their instructors that are working with them. And they have a lot of smiles on their face. They're energetic, they're willing to learn, they're open-minded, and they're trying to take it all in. But who wouldn't want to learn from Jenny Finch and Sheila Dowdy and you know, former OU champions and Destiny Martinez and Aaron Miller and you know, the list goes on of people that we have working with these young ladies out here who have all experienced success at the high school level, the collegiate level, and the international softball world level.
These athletes are great. I mean, they're really, really good. We want them to just gain the knowledge. They have the talent, they have the ability, but just the knowledge is what we're really pushing on them this week. But they're overall great athletes, and we just need to get them scholarships, so that's our main goal.
We have roughly 60 young ladies from across the country participating in a 4-day camp that we think is extremely important to not only instruct and give opportunities on the field, but insight and mentorship off the field.
Practice starts early with a series of drills that helps get those ladies their fundamentals right. It's all led by a team of coaches who are experts in softball skills. The coaches boast years of experience on their resume, from NCAA softball honors to Olympic gold medals.
There's some talented athletes on this field, and we are always looking for that next talented athlete to play on that Olympic level.
Let's listen in to some gems of softball wisdom from our own Softball 360 host, Jenny Finch.
Rise ball is here, and finish up. Curveball is around to here. here, and then change up. Here's change, and then drop off.
So you don't get
Screw ball.
The collaboration between USA Softball and Major League Baseball has a simple goal: to provide as many opportunities as possible for youth athletes to get on the field, play the game they love, and go to college. And with the group of coaches and leaders assembled and plenty of hard work, it's a winnable goal worth striving for.
It's such an honor to have been a part of the MLB Breakthrough Series. I look forward to more. It's what our sport is all about. These girls have so much passion and love and desire and hunger for the game. It's exuding from the field. The energy is there, and I cannot wait to see where the Breakthrough Series and this sport can take these girls.
When Softball 360 returns, time to build a championship team. We'll show you part of the process as we go to training camp with the USA Softball Junior Women's National Team. Experience all that the NCAA Women's College World Series has to offer, from tailgating to shopping. It's the ultimate softball experience. Round 2 of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour, and the world's greatest softball home run hitters are headed to Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins. But first, take a look at the Power Tour schedule. Some big events leading up to the finals at Marlins Park, home of the Miami Marlins.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Easton Sports. There is a difference, and the difference is Easton. By Monster, the highest performance softball bats on the planet. And by Worth Sports. Elevate your level of play with innovative high-performance equipment.
Welcome back to Softball 360. I'm Jenny Finch, your guide to all things softball. It's time to crown a national champion in women's college softball. Let's head out to the USA Softball Hall of Fame complex in Oklahoma City, one of my favorite places, for the 2017 Women's College World Series.
It's the biggest stage for college softball in the world, the NCAA Women's College World Series. The host site, the legendary USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium, and OGE Energy Field, the mecca of softball.
Oh my gosh, as soon as I walked in, I had butterflies in my stomach. It is so exciting.
Electrifying.
It's electrifying, yes. It is best ever, best ever.
With the world watching, fans and mascots are a big part of the big show, and showing team spirit has never been so much fun. Part of the World Series experience is the experience, as fans get a massive sample of this sport at the softball experience. From miles per hour to a chance to pose with the NCAA trophy. It's so much fun, you just gotta dance. On the field, extreme TLC is offered by the grounds crew. The USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium is the finest softball facility on the planet, with true and accurate hops. And the signature Oklahoma red dirt has become iconic.
You'd be surprised how many people come here and say, where do you get your red dirt? Well, it's just native, it's here from Oklahoma. And so they come and they're amazed because they have to ship it in from somewhere way far away. It's just what Oklahoma is.
No trip to the World Series is complete without stepping inside the USA Softball Hall of Fame and gift shop, where an amazing amount of history and a softball superstore await.
It feels real nice and light. It looks like it's going to give me enough protection. I think this will be all right.
But perhaps the definitive component of the NCAA Women's College World Series has got to be the tailgating.
When we got the chick, we just named ourselves the crew of Chickaboo, and here we are.
I am proud to be a Chickaboo.
Woo!
And the amount of planning that goes into these meals is impressive. To new cutting-edge culinary creations. and some that are less than gourmet, but make for the perfect parking lot meal.
Velveeta cheese?
Yeah.
And leading the pack, the tailgaters for LSU.
I've been a high school coach for 25, almost 30 years, so softball's a sport I love. Coaching softball has been great for me, my players, so if you're a softball junkie, place to go to watch softball.
Now, we've all heard about jambalaya, but this year a new twist. A healing helping of pastalaya. The same spices that Cajuns are known for, but today with spaghetti. After a long day of games, cheering, and yes, eating, fans take time to reflect on what has always been at the core of the experience, the sport of softball.
Congratulations to all the teams who participated in this year's 2017 NCAA Women's College World Series. It takes a ton of hard work, a lot of dedication just to make it to Oklahoma City. These athletes made memories that they'll keep for the rest of their lives.
Still ahead, it's round 2 of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. Team Mikan, Worth, and Easton are ready to test the confines of Target Field. Go behind the scenes at training camp for the USA Softball Junior Women's National Team. But first, here's Jenny Finch with today's softball secret.
Good, strong, and balanced. They call this the tip of the triangle. Moving towards home plate, and they have a firm, solid break. A little tip on grip. Yes, that rhymes. I love to use the 4-seam grip for my fastball, for my drop ball, for my screwball, and then also for overhand throwing. So whenever you find that ball in your glove, young players, try to work on grabbing the 4-seam grip just to try to help get that 4-seam rotation to help it go a little straighter to where you're trying to get it to go. And now it's time for a USA Softball Stadium Power Tour update. As the Sluggers take aim at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins, pitcher Gary Jost is on the mound, and it's time for an all-American old-fashioned slugfest.
Round 2 of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour, and the world's greatest home run hitters put a bullseye on Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins. Over the years, legendary sluggers have been a part of Twins lore. Rod Carew, Harmon Killebrew, and Kirby Puckett, and the long-haul bombers fit right in. The rules of the Power Tour are simple. Each slugger gets 15 swings. Each home run is worth 1 point, except that last pitch, known as the money ball. It's worth 2 points and could be the tiebreaker. Connie may be a youngster, but don't expect any nervous yips or jitters at the plate. He has plenty of experience to back up his Worth bat. And that blast is almost completely out of the park. Just a few rows shy of leaving Target Field entirely. Connie ends up with a solid 7 points and takes the early lead. Stepping up next, Brian Wegman for Team Easton. His friends call him Wegs, and he brings plenty to the plate as a softball player. He makes quick work of it with his legendary quick swing and keen eye for the ball, and sends another Dudley softball soaring. Let's slow down his swing to show you how to do it. 8 points and a new leader. Way to go, Wegs and Team Easton. Andrew A-Train Collins of Team Mikan is next to test Target Field. The slugger for Team Mikan got here with hard work and an even harder swing. A-Train ends his shift with 8 points and is tied for first. Not bad, Rook. Please welcome Travis the Blaster Clark for Team Easton. The Blaster uses a super fast whip-like swing to send softball souvenirs deep into the yard. Travis has darn near perfect technique at the plate, and he could put on a how-to-do-it seminar on the art of the swing. The Blaster ends his shift with 8 points, and we have a 3-way tie for first. Stepping in the box, Ryan Thor Harvey. They call him Thor simply because he's as big as Thor and likes to swing the hammer. And there goes another upper deck show bomb, and then another. A firm believer in hard work equals success, hours of extra BP have gotten him to the top of his game. 13 massive points and Thor breaks the logjam and is our new leader. The last man standing, rookie Kyle Pearson for Team Mikan. And yes, he's feeling the heat of the spotlight. But KP takes off swinging and hits the ball a country mile. Kyle was raised in the country and calls the backwoods of Louisiana home. One after another are leaving his Mikan bat. When will it end? The rookie is on fire and cannot be stopped. A softball star was born at Target Field. Rookie Kyle Pearson in his USA Stadium Power Tour debut, KP scored 15 points, sending 14 Dudley softballs and the money ball out for home runs.
I just stay smooth with my swing, left, center, and gone. Just try to get it up in the air and stay smooth. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just try to stay consistent for each ball.
What a show at Target Field. And remember, only 4 sluggers make it to the finals down in Miami this September. Be sure to log on to softball360.com to see who's leading the pack and for updates of the Stadium Power Tour.
When Softball 360 returns, we'll take you inside training camp as the USA Softball Junior Women's National Team discovers what it takes to build a championship team.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Mikan Sports, elite equipment for the elite player. Dudley, the official softball of the Stadium Power Tour. And by employee-owned Long Haul Trucking. We're looking for quality drivers. Log on to longhaultrucking.com.
Welcome back to Softball 360. Now it's time to meet the future faces of USA Softball, the Junior Women's National Softball Team. Softball 360 caught up with them as they were in Oklahoma City, training for the summer ahead.
This is what it sounds like to build a team. It's been said, no one should ever doubt that a group of committed people can change the world. That's the goal and purpose of training camp for the USA Softball Junior Women's National Team. Change the softball world and win gold.
This is our first training camp together. We've got some games this weekend, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday, getting ready to defend the gold. So that's what we're gonna do this summer. When we've got the bats going and some base running drills going and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm taking a guess from what I've seen on defense. We've got speed, we've got power.
It all starts with repetition, attention to details, and plenty of hard work on the fields at the USA Softball Hall of Fame complex in OKC.
Getting to know each other, good energy, came out here and just play catch, and that's what they're doing.
The journey to become a champion began back in January in Clearwater, Florida. At selection camp, the best were invited to try out, and step 1 to building a team was on. Part of what it means to be a member of Team USA is giving back, sharing softball skills with the next generation. That's exactly what some of the junior team members did at a recent MLB play ball event in Oklahoma City.
Oh, it's awesome to me. I think softball world is getting so huge, and to just share what I've grown up playing. I love softball because it's the challenge, competition. It's my whole life. It's always been my life, so it's kind of just what I've always known to do and what I've grown up as.
Oh, I love it. It's honestly, my dream is just to inspire other people and give them their dreams and help them achieve them. So that's what I intend to do.
Meanwhile, back at training camp, the constant grind and the will to improve is front and center.
Barrel out there and getting it in front of the box to the ball out front. Actually, a really windy day.
Later, the team toured the USA Softball Hall of Fame. Some players discovered others who made the same softball journey.
Tommy Orndorff, that's my high school coach.
No way.
Yeah, Tommy Orndorff. He was the coach for the Shamrocks. I mean, he told me to look for him, and I'm so happy I found him. You know, I'm really proud of him. He's such an awesome coach.
As they made their way into the Olympic room, it's hard to escape the irony. This could be some of the members who will represent Team USA at the 2020 Games in Tokyo. And they know the only way that Olympic dream will come true is through hard work on the practice field.
What a bunch of talented ladies. You can follow them all season long at usasoftball.com, or even better yet, check them out at the World Cup of Softball in Oklahoma City this summer, the greatest event of all, I'll tell you that. You want to be there. Thanks as always for tuning in and watching Softball 360. I'm Jenny Finch. Remember, dream and believe.
Join us next week on Softball 360 as the USA Softball Women's National Team prepares to take on the world. We'll hear from some veteran players on what it takes to play for the Stars and Stripes.